About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry by Jones. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. Go.
McCarthy off the play fake. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Roll.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On play action, McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they now signal to the defense, now signal to the kicking game. Hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. They begin with a run by Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw his shot. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from second to third down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Shuck. Taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down carry now for Miller. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they're able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Miller. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Shuck now to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll try to pick it up himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brings up second and
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Shuck. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Olave motioning to the left.
18 Bradley.
They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. In motion, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
he was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Cougar 19.
Miller is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. A handoff running left is Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Shuck. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Second and 15. Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. Out
to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. Now the the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go! Check go!
Up the middle, Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready?
Here's McCarthy.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing, Shuck.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
40-yard line.
Keep your head up, baby. Keep your head up.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Will Riker to kick off.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, sack. Wrap on leading.
Option handoff here to Miller.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll run scramble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, now McCarthy. And this is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. He lets one go deep for Addison. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
It's fourth down.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up fourth down. Looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And the Saints are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. Touchdown, Saints. Kendre Miller with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Vikings nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run it with Jones. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. To throw is Shuck. To the right side, complete to Miller. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
4 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. A quick throw caught by Godwin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
6 brings up 3rd and inches.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should be looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 118 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left is Miller. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. Off the fake, now Shuck's going to throw. To the right side and intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Shuck now to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to let it go again. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 67 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they get him down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And a run past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
McCarthy going to throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
In motion left goes Cooks. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Saints 28, Vikings 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Now a second and 10. Running right, Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Let's go now. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. Able to slither by. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Here's McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He's going to keep this again. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck, 61 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go, Shaq.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad,
he's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
19,
looking to throw. McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Mason. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Mason punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
35. Vikings 21. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They begin with a run by Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Third down, shot from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 67 yards. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 21.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 49, Vikings 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through, dropping for an 8-yard loss.
At the 12-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy.
Under pressure, they got him again.
That's how multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the fourth quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
This is intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Oh, able to avoid him.
And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 85 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. That's caught. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Vikings 29. Will Reichard to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Now he's loose at the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, sack. Panther 60, Panther.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go street. Viking 18. Ready.
Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
19. Shut up. Check out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd.